Hey, greetings from the Pacific Northwest. Bo here. What's this? Oh, got a band-aid on my face. I wonder how that got there. I'll tell you how it got there. I went into the bathroom, okay? I got the band-aids out of the cabinet. I carefully opened up without touching the white portion and put it on my face. That's exactly how it got there. Anyhow, hey, what you're listening to in the background is, and who knows, it'll probably give me some sort of copyright strike or something, but find something a little bit different. This is not a recent find. This is a find from many years ago. Just playing something in the background while we do this. Maybe I'll turn it down a little bit. Blues Magoos. We ain't got nothing yet on Mercury Records. Garage, psych, pop, masterpiece. Anyhow, why'd you come here today? Oh, because I probably have some vinyl finds to show and a cool band-aid. Once again, just put it right on there. That's how it got there. It's amazing how that works. All right, so let's start with this stuff. Went into a thrift store. Started vacation yesterday, so I was just wandering around town and went to a thrift store, and they had 8 tracks, 10 cents each. Well, you know, I often find rock and roll ones, and so a guy showed me a trick too about the opposite of the roller side. You put a key underneath it, you pull it out a little bit, and if you pull on it, give it a flick, and it goes back up inside, and tape's in good shape. So anyhow, this is what we got. I Hendrix, Rainbow Bridge. Oh, what I'm doing with these, by the way, is because I don't have an 8-track player, is my good friend Mark at Glasswork at Aftermath. He's got an eBay account. Sending it to him. We're gonna flip them for whatever we can get for them and split it. Probably get $2, $3, $1.50. Hey, that buys a couple candy bars. Well, maybe not anymore. Stupid government. It's taxes. Anyhow, got this too. Jimi Hendrix, Are You Experienced? That's kind of a cool one. David Bowie, Hunky Dory. The Mothers, The Grand Wazoo. And last but not least, I got John Lennon's Imagine. There were some others too, and while I was at the store, I was flipping through them, and I was sending Mark pictures, and you know, hey, well, what do you think of this one? What do you think of that one? No, leave that one, forget that one. And then some of them, they was like, oh yeah, that'd be a good one, but whoever had them, it had you know, spliced them with duct tape of all things. So, and some of them I flippable or not, I'm not going to purchase REO Speedwagon, and you can't make me. All right, anyhow, final finds. Got some of those too. Do these one at a time. This is Man. This is on Columbia. This is a really interesting record. It's kind of a mix of psychedelia and blues. I mean, it's not like they on each track. It's, you know, it's they mix the two. It's like one song clearly you can tell is a blues effort, and then the next song they're trying to do more psychedelia. It's from 1969. Like I said, it's on Columbia, and it was cheap, so you know, $4. So it's a good pickup. My new way I'm doing this, I'm not sure where to put these, so we'll just make a giant stack right here. Also got this. Dave Van Ronk, and I'll throw Mark back under the bridge, bring up another story. A few years ago, he was playing, believe it or not, he was playing in a house in Tumwater, Washington, which isn't far from here. And it was a concert, but it was in somebody's private residence, and Mark was like, man, you should go to this, because Dave Van Ronk's really cool. Well, he is cool, but it just made me uncomfortable to purchase tickets to go watch a folk set in somebody's house. This is on Folkways. I don't believe this is any kind of an original, because I believe the original, if I look at the copyright date on the back, is from '59, and it's also copyrighted again in '68. This is probably more like a '68, and it says electronically rechanneled to simulate stereophonic. So some sort of a late '60s reissue. Very cool still to have. You don't see a lot of Dave Van Ronk. Also got this one. This is on, which label is this one on? Prestige. This is Dave Van Ronk, folk singer. Cool, more folk music. I'm getting kind of more and more into folk music a little bit. Not, you know, I'm not into it, but it sure has its time and place. I guess I'm getting old, so instead of turning it up, I'm turning it down a little bit. This is also a reissue. This is Little Feat. I believe this is like a 72 or 71, 73 pressing of this. And this is not a bad record. Originals are not easy to find, but for 298 as is. I'm gonna take a chance on that. That's from Gilberto. Why do I struggle with that name? You know, got a couple of her individual projects, and of course, the Get Together album is pretty doggone good too. It's jazz, vocals, good stuff. Rainy Days had this 298 sale, and these are records that I had at one time, and I have traded in, and I kind of regret it when I found them for 298. I spent more 298 on my copies. I'm everyone happy to have these back. This is Patti Smith Group with Radio Ethiopia, and of course her husband, the guitar player, Mr. K is on there, famous for the Nuggets stuff. Also got this one, Patti Smith Horses. So kind of expanding that. I don't know if you really call this stuff punk or it's not really alternative. They used to call it college radio kind of material, but you know, like I said, at 298, I got a whole bunch of this guy in the 298 bin. So this is the genius of Ravi Shankar. Now the only issue I have with Ravi Shankar is a lot of these ragas. You know, one playthrough of one record tends to be enough. I do recognize his genius, and when I'm in the mood for it, I am in the mood for it. But I couldn't sit down and like play record after record of his. It just gets a little monotonous for me. This is Ravi Shankar improvisations and theme from Peter Panchali, tabla accompaniment by Kanai Datta. Sorry if I'm butchering people's names, and that's on World Pacific Stereo, I guess it says. Then we've got Ravi Shankar in New York, and this is on that World label. No, all this stuff was in the old 298 bin. I know it says $10, but it's not. Somebody obviously had $10 somewhere. This was all in the 298 bin at Rainy Day. East or West meets Eats. It's Ravi Shankar, and I'm going to butcher this man's name, so I'm just going to leave it. I don't know. I'm sure he's a famous concert violinist, and I don't know the name. So I don't wish to try to pronounce that and get it wrong. So this is on Angel Records. Got more. This is on Deutsche Grammophon, and this is Raga Yogeshwari. There we go, trying to pronounce stuff I don't know how to pronounce. But like I said, Ravi Shankar, genius. Okay, this is the last one, and let's be adult about this. You know, so in fact, all right, I'll just quickly. Okay, yes, I know. Okay, so we're done showing that part of it. But yes, it's Jimi Hendrix, Electric Ladyland. This is not the 1968 first pressing, okay? So let's make that clear. This is a track recording of it. Track apparently put out an original in 68. They pressed it twice in 68, again in 70, and again in 72, I think. And so between my friends, there's a bit of conjecture as to whether this is the 68 second press or this is a 70 pressing, because the reason we know that it's not the first press is because it has these words over here, a 2-record set, which on the originals, that's not on there. However, what leads people to debate whether this is a 68 second pressing of it, which I think it is personally, or I have another friend that says he believes this is a 70 pressing because he said that there's too big a gap between the catalog number and the date. I can't tell. Either way, it doesn't matter because it's not an original pressing, but I was still very, very happy to find a UK, it's UK track mono pressing. It's Jimi freaking Hendrix, man. Anyhow, that's it. That's all I got for you today, folks. Lots of Jimi Hendrix and 8-track. Got a record. Lots of Ravi Shankar. So, doing a big purge too. So, a huge purge. Like, for example, do I need every record by the Classics 4? I mean, I'm a 60s record guy, but if I never hear spooky again or traces, you know. So a lot of that stuff, the Loving Spoonful, the Grassroots, a lot of that 60s pop stuff, I've been just getting rid of it because I'm getting trade credit. And I'm just gonna try to get more high-end stuff, harder to find stuff, because quite frankly, you still hear a lot of this stuff on the radio. You can go to YouTube and play the Grassroots if you don't listen to Creed Bratton's a cool dude, but you know what I mean? I'm trying to shrink the collection too, a little bit maybe, you know, because I don't know, might be moving one of these days here soon, at least looking into doing that, so moving to warmer climes, we shall see how that works out. You know, you put your name on lists and you just wait for the post office to inform you that you've been accepted somewhere else. So we'll see. I've lived up here my whole life. The rain is getting to me. Yes, I am born and raised in the Pacific Northwest, but the older I get, the more the weather just rain, cold, rain. Hey, summer's here. It's gone. It's back to cold rain. Anyhow, enough of my crying and whining. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.